Has silver bottomed here after backtesting $32.50 US cents? We'll take a look at the silver price today, see what we can see in the smaller time frames, see if there's a bit of a reversal happening from here. Would be pretty normal to happen, but we'll take a look at the silver price live. We'll also take a look at the gold price live, probably platinum too, maybe a chart request if we get time. But I'm also going to give a little rant on reputation and how it means everything. Look, if you're watching this on the replay, use the time codes to go to your favorite part. But if you're watching live, you get to enjoy every single thing we do here at Good Morning Stackers with me, Joe Main. But in the first 1 minute of the show, we do the synchronized slurp. That's where you grab a tasty beverage. I grab my tasty beverage. What you've got and what I've got may be different, and that's okay. We celebrate differences here. It's freedom of choice. But we slurp them synchronously together. It is the honor system. You must do it audibly. I don't care where you are in the world. In a meeting, it's happened before. Let's do it. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, slurp. An extra long one today. That was a long slurp too. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Joe Main. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family. You get a warm and fuzzy feeling when you do because you are joining the winning team. 786 subscribers. We are rocketing towards 1,000. At the 1,000 mark, we will do another silver giveaway. That's proudly sponsored by Tony Peterson, Chat Mum, who will probably be in here at some point. We'll do the shout outs and then we'll talk about silver, gold, blah, blah, blah. And then we'll talk about reputation. Of course, the show is brought to you by Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, Wealthstack, wealthstack.com, and yesterday I launched the private GMS membership program, which gets you exclusive content and exclusive discounts from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. I'll mention a little bit that later because it's a new thing, so I do have to mention it a couple of times to remind everyone. But let's do some shout outs, people. It's so great to see you. It's Friday, the 1st of November, so new month. New month, new possibilities. Okay. Pete Repeat says, GMS at work, so hopefully catch the full show. No stress, man. Nice little pullback for the end of the month. Bye, 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 says Pete. Replay, no problem. GMS, I love that you guys, these are the guys that are in the States. Well, Pete Repeat's in Australia, but Mark Florida, hence the name, is Florida Man from Florida. CT is from the Lone Star State in Texas. I love that you guys come in and say good morning to us. And then you say, I'll watch the replay later. I love it. So this is all what the community is all about. Let's see. Mark, I like Andy. Oh, Andy, what's his name? Andy Sheckman. Is that Andy Sheckman? Miles Franklin, that whole thing? Yeah, absolutely. So, my funky people, it's so many, great to see so many people here. I'm going to do the shout outs now. Not the shout outs, I'm going to do the plugs now. Because it looks like not everyone's gotten the notifications that I'm in yet. We've only got not as many watches, probably about 1/3 of the watches that we normally have. I'm going to do all the plugs now. So again, use the time codes below to go to the part you want to see. Live gold, silver, platinum analysis. And we're going to talk about reputation. A little bit of a rant later on today. So I'm going to do the plugs right now while people are streaming in. Normally I do it sort of halfway through, but I'll do it now if that's okay. I'm going to start with, I'll start with Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. I normally start with Perth Bullion Exchange, but there's a reason. Wealthstack.com are one of my brand partners. If you are very cool with, if you're open to unallocated gold programs, you really should check out wealthstack.com. If nothing else, just check it out. And if nothing else, if it's not for you, send it to your normie friends, okay? Who think you're the crazy guy who collects coins, but no. They can easily do it. They can buy gold through their phone, through their app, Android or iPhone. They can buy gold for spot plus 1%. Okay, and then if they want to sell, they can sell it back to Wealthstack for spot minus 0.5%. So the spreads are really good. Okay, now it's only gold at the moment. Of course, because it's an unallocated gold program, you don't get to take, you don't get a bar that is this specific serialized bar that is under your name. Okay, you go into a pool of metal, even although the portion of the pool of metal is under your name, you do actually legally own it with Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. Australian owned, Australian regulated. Okay, all that good stuff. They're a brand new company, pretty brand new. They've been long-term in, stacking and all that kind of stuff. Brand new company. They reached out to me because they wanted to get the reputation. They wanted to build their reputation with the stacking community first. And I think that's the absolute best way to do it, because even if I'm interested, I've got wealth stack unallocated stuff. But even if you're not interested as a stacker, you will tell your friends and family about it, okay? Again, because it might be an easier way to ease them into it. Maybe this is the gateway drug to stacking the real physical metal. So you send them the Wealth Stack app. Say, hey, look, just buy some gold, okay? And then they start going, what's that physical stuff that you do, okay? Anyway, so what's happening with this is it's a new company. What they will be doing silver. They will be doing platinum. They'll be doing a bunch of different things. They'll also be adding a debit card where you can get a physical card or add it to your phone, pay for regular stuff in gold and silver, okay? They also will be doing physical redemptions. That's coming down the track. Again, new company, but they're doing gold, spot plus 1%, unallocated. No storage fees, obviously, because unallocated. No transfer fees. You want to buy something from someone, pay them in gold. If they have a Wealth Stack account, you just send it to their Wealth Stack account. It's like intra-thingo. No fees, okay? And it's 100% backed by real gold, okay? And here's the thing I don't mention often, but I will mention it today. For receipt, for your payment, right? Obviously, you get the Wealth Stack app and all that sort of stuff. But not only do you get just hey, we got your order, and here's the digits that you can see on your screen to say that you've got 10 grams of gold or whatever. Not only that, okay, but they also give you a blockchain-based token, which is a receipt of claim, as well on top. So that adds to the security, in my humble, non-financial advice opinion. And this isn't a crypto company, but they're utilizing blockchain as that extra layer of reputation, extra layer of claim of receipt, okay? So then you've got that, right? And then you can prove, yes, no, I own this, it's on the blockchain, I did it here, here's the exact date, all that sort of stuff. Cool. That's wealthstack.com. I would highly recommend you go to them, wealthstack.com, click down, scroll down to the bottom, click on the frequently asked questions page, read all the frequently asked questions. I even did an interview with David Ski, the CEO, on my channel. Just look for that too. Just type in Wealth Stack CEO Good Morning Stackers in YouTube. You'd find that really, really easy. So that's wealthstack.com, my first brand partner. Again, I'm doing all the plugs now because I was waiting for people to come in. Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, my absolute favorite bullion dealer at the moment. They're just kicking goals. Just so good. Australia's only dealer to offer to offer free shipping when you buy over a certain amount. No other bullion dealer in Australia is daring to do it. The big boys in the US have done it for a long time. It's so normal to buy over, say, $299 worth of stuff at a bullion dealer in the US, and you just get shipping for free. It's like no other bullion dealer in Australia has ever dared to do it. Our shipping fees are a little bit more, I get that, but Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, figured out a way that they could do it, and it was just kind of more like, well, we just want to, as the point of difference. So they buy back at spot, and you also get free shipping. Come on, man. And they also have an amazing range and already amazing prices. You would think the skeptic, and rightly so, would go, yeah, free shipping. They've just jacked up their premiums, haven't they? That's just how they're covering their free shipping. No. And when you hear about this next part, you'll be gobsmacked, okay? Their premiums for gold and silver, some of their products you can't get anywhere else. So they've got some premium products, some Scottsdale stuff. You've got Star Wars Beskar bars and all that kind of stuff. But their staple stuff, like your Asahi Buffalo rounds and your this and your that and all that, they're really well priced. For example, they have the cheapest maples, silver maples, that I have seen on any bullion dealer in Australia. The cheapest, okay? We did a price comparison yesterday between Perth Bullion Exchange, Bullion Now, and Ainslie Bullion. The other two I happened to work for previously, and they were just kicking the other two's butt, okay, by a decent mile. Okay, so you've got to go over to Perth Bullion Exchange, and here's the last plug, and I'm tying it into what I mentioned yesterday. We did a price comparison of these versus the singular price for these versus Bullion Now and versus Ainslie, and this was just cheaper by far. And then I explained to everyone that if you join my community, my Good Morning Stackers private community, subscribe to the GMS Inner Circle for $10 per month. And I'll show you the inside for a second. I'll give you a little preview. Subscribe to the Good Morning Stackers private membership. Subscribe to the Inner Circle to get access to exclusive content. I'll show you that in a second. Amazing discounts on gold and silver bullion. Okay, I have partnered with Perth Bullion Exchange, and as a special GMS private member to the group, which you pay $10 US per month, which that's about 15 Australian dollars per month, you don't pay this price ever. Unless, I should say, you don't pay this price if there is a volume discount. If on any product on the website they offer a quantity discount, you will always get that tier instantly. You won't pay the singular price. So for example, with maples, you want to buy one maple, you're not buying it for $57.89, you're instantly buying one for $57.39. Okay, a 50 cent, 50 cent difference immediately. And you know, when you add that up over how many ounces are you buying per year, okay, your saving on silver ounces alone is way more than what the yearly cost of my program is, of my private program, okay? You would only have to buy, say, 40, 50 ounces a year of silver to be immediately in the black, buying from Perth Bullion Exchange. And here's the deal as well. Here's the next one. If you buy 20, right, well, normally you would automatically qualify for that discount. So you're like, well, why would I bother? Because if you buy 20, you don't get it for that price, you get it for this price. Cool. So you immediately go down to the next tier. It's crazy good. Okay. And don't forget, if you buy this many, 20, you'll get it for this price plus the free shipping, which Perth Bullion Exchange offer anyway. So extra discounts, free shipping, add all that up. I don't know. I've just launched this yesterday. When you learn about this and how it works, and when more people hear about it, I don't understand why any stacker in Australia would not be subscribed to my channel for the awesome content and the private community of like-minded stackers and all that stuff. But look, I'm okay if you only want to do it because you want to get the best deals on gold and silver in all of Australia. Just do it for that. That's fine. I don't understand why any stacker wouldn't be part of this program. You're going to get so much more dollar value than what you're paying per month. Okay. Now, out of interest, again, I'm just doing the plugs now because I was waiting for people to come in, and then we'll get on to silver gold analysis and I'll talk about reputation. Very quickly, I want to show you the inside of the Good Morning Stackers private community. So this is the feed here. This doesn't look exactly for you because this is the admin side because I'm logged in as me. Okay, but it's a kind of like a feed thing. You've got think of it like a Facebook or a Twitter kind of feed, right? So I've been already uploading some content, so pre-uploading some content. I'm going to show you this in just a second. Okay, but you can also go to the content section, and then you can see it's kind of like a YouTube layout as well. There'll be playlists. I've got pew 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 stuff as well. So I'm uploading some videos from previous sessions, but also be doing new sessions. I'll be doing educational stuff about how to get a pew pew license and all that. I'll be talking about health and wellness and just political spicy stuff that I really don't do on this free channel on YouTube. Okay, so lots to come. Out of interest, for the people who know that I talk a lot about Lucy and the football, here's what I dug up yesterday. So a lot of people know that I talk about Platinum and how it's my fickle mistress and how it's like Lucy in the football, the analogy of Lucy, Charlie Brown. And Lucy always sets up the football for Charlie Brown to kick, and she always pulls it from under him. So interestingly, about 20 years ago in 2006, I was working at Universal Studios Japan, and I did a Blues Brothers show. But during the Halloween period, we were asked to do an extra show. And yes, that's me right here. Sideburns aplenty. That's Snoopy. That's Lucy right there. Lucy's behind right there. There's Charlie Brown. Yeah. So I've had a previous encounter with Lucy, like physically. And if you want to see a quick little bit of this, is just a preview, people, and you can laugh your ass off. Here's a quick little preview of me. Ready? Where? Hang on. There we go. You want to hear me? Here we go. Oh, come on. I'm nearly there. I'm nearly there. No, that's me. Yeah, that's me. So this is the kind of amazing content you're going to get. You're going to get stupid stuff. You're going to get awesome stuff. You're going to get extra, and I'll end it here and do the final shout outs before we get on to the meat of the argument, the meat of the show. You'll also get my calls if I'm seeing something to do with the gold and silver price, if it's a stock or something that I want to share privately before I share it publicly, I'll do that too. So you get inside scoops and all that kind of stuff too. So lots coming on the private channel, including amazing discounts from Perth Bullion Exchange. Final comments, final shout outs, and then let's get into the day. GMS, everyone says, Ray, great to see you. Vanessa, GMS, fantastic to see you too. David Williams is here. Great to see you again, David. Oh, really? No notification again. Oh, that's weird. You know why? I think it's because, and that's why I waited to do all the plugs now. That is because I did it after 9 o'clock. And I think that's what, I have to make the live thing, I have to set it before 9 o'clock. Otherwise you don't get the thing. Been a while. It has been a while, actually. Hit the like button, people. Yes, hit the like button. GMS, everyone, living out of man. Hey, it's been a while. Good to see you. Let's see. Debt is great. GMS getting closer to that election. I'm going to be uploading, probably not today. Sorry, I've got to fix this lighting. Terrible. Sorry, gang. That's better. I've got to fix this lighting. I'm going to be speaking about the election on maybe a little bit here on the public stuff, but on the private channel, again, you're going to get all the spicy stuff. We may have a huge party, or we may have a huge commiseration. Living out of man. I wonder if local physical silver buying is still thick or thin. Probably thick with the dip buyers, maybe. Let's see. Final shout-outs before we get to, you'd make a great munchkin in The Wizard of Oz. Yes, I would. Out of interest, I didn't get too far, but I went through the audition process for Wicked, the professional production in Australia. And I got there was a couple of callbacks for, if anyone's seen Wicked, Bok, he's like the little guy. He's like the little, loving, the adorning dude. So I didn't get through, but close. Good morning, Stackers, says Silver Fox. Okay, people. Has silver bottomed around about here? We hit 32.50, so we back tested resistance. So let's take a look at silver, gold, and platinum. Don't forget, hit the time codes below, because I'm talking later on, after I do all the price analysis, about reputation and how it is everything. Okay, let's take a look at the screen. Here is silver on the, I'm going to just move that in so you don't see all that stupid address stuff. That looks dumb. Here on the daily time frame, $32.64 US cents. We have completely back tested 32.50. That is not surprising whatsoever. Not surprising at all. A huge level of resistance, 32.50. As you know, personally, I've been talking about 31 as the final hurdle. So for me, the most major resistance is 31 US dollars. That's because it's a very key Fibonacci line from the old highs of the 1980s and the old lows of the 1990s or the early 90s. Okay, so once we broke on the monthly time frame, I'll just show you the monthly. When we closed last month in October, technically we closed just above 31. I said, go time, higher prices definitely coming. And look, we've seen that spike up to 34, nearly $35. Okay, but along the way, you can see very clearly that 32.50 was a clear area of resistance on the monthly time frame that we had to clear. Okay, we finally closed. See, didn't close above 31, didn't close above 31, didn't close above 31, didn't even get to it here, just closed above. Really confident we're going to see higher prices after that. And we have, which is good. And we've back tested. Okay, here's the deal. We have closed. Whoa, look at this. Whoa. Has it bottomed? I don't know. I'll show you on the 1 hour time frame, and the 1 hour time frame looks quite oversold or undervalued. We'll take a look at that. Technically, this is the monthly. In October, we had a high of $32.71. And this is on this particular index. Okay, it might be different for yours, so nothing's going to be exact. But on this particular index, it's the CFDs on silver in US dollars. We technically closed last month at $32.63. So 32.635. Technically, we closed above 32.50, but technically we closed below last month's spike. Not ideal. That's not ideal. We closed green. Hey, great. So it was a green month. Fantastic. We closed above 32.50, previous resistance. Fantastic. Just that little tiny blip. It might not be a thing. It might not matter. But just out of interest, yeah, just a tiny little bit below that spike. On balance of probability, maybe not a huge thing. So that's the monthly. On the weekly time frame, we're going to close the week really soon. What you don't want to see is a closing of this week below 32.50, below that spike, and really preferably, if you're gonna go below that spike, don't close below this uptrend line right here. Okay, so that would be at $32. Don't close below 32. We can have a little spike to 32 and then close back above. So that'd be great. That will not, well, that would be better. Hey, if you have a spike down to 32 that'd have to be in the next 48 hours. Spike to 32, and then we close this week above the 32.50. Okay, that's fine. That's kind of par for course. No problem. Spikes are fine. It really depends on where you close. Okay, let's have a look at the daily. Daily, perfect touch. Look at it. Basically perfect touch there at 32.51. Yeah, cool. Just call it 32.50. We're above the trend line. That's fine. And we're above the major resistance of 32.50. Yeah, that's cool too. On the daily time frame, however, I will take a note, but we'll go to the earlier time frames, the lower time frames, shorter time frames. That's the word. We are trending down, a little bit trending down now on the relative strength index on the daily time frame. We have broken a couple of things. Okay, so that got broken earlier, right? And now this has just been broken, broken, bring it on style, just been broken. Okay, all right, not ideal. You would want to have seen that bounce off there to say we're going to continue. But let's take a look at I'll get rid of that and I'll get rid of that. And we'll take a look at the 4-hour time frame. What does that say? Now, understand, when we get down to the 4 hours and the 1 hour time frames and shorter, now we're just talking intraday. So if we're on the 1 hour, for example, and I'll show you in just a second, let me show you the 4 hour. Okay, now here's the thing. All right, so now we're in the 4 hour and we'll show you the 1 hour. The 4 hour is already at the bottom end of extremely overvalued. I'm expecting a little bit of a pumpy pump today. I'm expecting a little bit of a move higher today. That does not mean it closes the day higher, because now we're on the shorter time frames. But I am expecting a bit of a move higher before, only if, we then break through. Okay, so it's one of these things which it generally always does, where if this is going to happen, you would see the following, probably. Maybe a little bit of a bounce to, say, your 33, and then that's the fake out and then down. I'm not saying this is going to happen, as you know. I'm just showing you what the normal pattern is when you open a brand new day. You open a brand new time frame and it tends to go in the opposite direction first before the real direction. Not always, but after this move, you could see a move up to there, and then in the next 24 hours, that could retrace and head down there. Okay, so just to take that into account. On the 1 hour, now this is the thing, on the 1 hour, look at this, looky. We have already been in extremely oversold, extremely undervalued for silver on the 1 hour time frame. And I'm talking really extremely, okay? That was a big move overnight down to 32.50, okay? Right there, we haven't been that low for a while. We haven't been that low, we've been lower. That was kind of like early September. So you do get these big spikes down, okay? Generally after the big spikes down on the 1 hour time frame, you will have a retrace, okay? Not always, but so like that big spike down, then it consolidated for a bit and then up. But then it was a lower low, okay? So that's why we're on the shorter term time frames. I think we might pump a little bit today, and I would say probably if we are going to pump and then retrace further, then I would say we were going to pump to this $33 mark, and then that's the maximum it would get to, and then you'd start seeing it tick over and start testing here again. If you start testing 32.50 and this trend line again, the more you test it, the more likely it is to be taken out. So I can't say silver has bottomed on the daily time frame yet. I certainly can't say it's bottomed on the weekly or the monthly. We've just opened a new month, okay? But those are the levels you want to look out for. We want to hold 32.50. Now, if you do not break 32.50, watch out for 31. I'm fine again. I'm totally cool with spiking down to, say, this trend line. That's cool, wherever that is. Where might that happen? $30.40, $30.50. I'm fine if it spikes, but if it starts closing, and we've got a month to do it, right? If you start closing November, if you close November below 31, no, nope, not good, not good, okay? Not good, not great, not great. It doesn't mean it's doom and over, no, but I just really want to see it not close the month, this month coming, the end of this month below 31. Cool. I'm fine with these little spikes, all good. Hey, you look, what would be quite healthy, this month, something like that. I'm not saying this is doing this, something like that, and then, great, bounce off 31, and onwards and upwards we go. That's cool. That actually takes it to, that would be like an inverted head and shoulders. That would take it to, imagine if this actually comes to fruition. I will be the king. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not predicting it, but imagine if it did, right? Something like that. You bounce off there, and then it closes above 31, and this is still at like the end of November and this time frame. That would be really healthy, actually. Okay, so I don't know. Watch for that. That's probably not going to happen, but just out of interest. Cool. That would be a nice, actually, not scary retracement. Okay, but to be safe, so we're all confident and that we're not even having any little worries whatsoever, let's just remain above 32.50. Hey, good. 34 to 40 is still my top for 2024. Watch out for 38.50. For the new subscribers, that's silver. Gold. Yeah. Gold on the 4 hour. Let me take it to the daily 2,745. We had that big drop. 2,790 is now the current all-time high for gold. Congratulations to all. If you're in that, great to see. So the channel's still pumping, everyone's still watching. Yep, fantastic. Tony Peterson is in too. Good to see you. We'll do some more shout outs and comments in a second. 2,790. Okay, what do we need to look at? We are now back into the normal range on the relative strength index on the daily time frame. Currently trending down. Haven't broken major support yet. Okay, 4 hour time frame. Now, different to silver. This is different to silver. This is why I would probably think gold may have more of a dip than silver might. Okay, because the 4 hour, we have found support there. You see all these support lines I drew in. We found support. Could tick up. But you've got room to move down to extremely oversold or undervalued. We've already seen that on the silver price in the 4 hour and the 1 hour. If I show you the 1 hour on gold, now this is interesting. Okay, different. Not different. This is actually the same as, okay, all right. This is the same as silver. Actually, extremely overvalued. This is how you know it's all live and I don't do it beforehand and I don't make up stuff as I go along. I'm not making up stuff, but I don't do it all beforehand. You're seeing it live, and I'm like, I am surprised. Extremely overvalued on the 1 hour on gold. Okay, so actually, a little pump could be seen. All right, but on the 4 hour, you've got room to move down, but you've found that support there. Okay, I'm remaining, 50-50. I don't know whether it's going to see lower prices or higher prices from here. I'm not sure yet. Okay, and I'm not going to be one of those moon boys or doom boys that says, it's tanking from here, or it's definitely shooting up from here. I use the weight of evidence. Cool. That's why you trust me. That's why my reputation is great. We'll be talking more about reputation in just a second. Let's see. Yeah, as I said, you just want to hold 2,685. Hold that, thanks. Don't break that line, because if you break that line, you're more likely to come down, and then this gets broken. That's the mother of all trend lines. Goes all the way back to 1980. Cool. Preferably don't break that. Definitely don't break that. That's it. Cool. Yeah. I have been saying that this was like a magnet, moving it to 28.75. Maybe not. Okay, we are trending down. So could this be the peak? As I've been, the short-term peak, that is, as I've been saying since we broke, since we came up and tested the mother of all trend lines, we have been looking peaky from there. It could peak anywhere from here, as I've been saying, all the way up to 28.75 to 3,000, anywhere in between as well. This could be it. I don't know. Right, we've got to look at the weight of evidence. We are trending down on the RSI. Let's take a look at the weekly. Yeah, see, and weekly where we are in extremely overvalued. On the monthly, extremely overvalued. But look, we've just opened the month. So this is, we just closed the month. So we closed the month of October at 2,745. We've opened a little bit green. That's a decent spike. Look, I think either can happen. So I'm not going to say we've peaked from here, and I'm not going to say we're going to pump to 3,000. I don't know. So yeah, what you don't want to see though is a close or a break below the mother of all trend lines right there. You break that, and then yeah, that's probably going to be signaling the short-term peak for a while, and you could look for maybe a 20 to 25% downward move, something like that. Cool. But if we pump to 28.75 to 3,000 first, then what we want to see is a retest of the mother of all trend lines. That's around about a 10% move only. And then a bounce back up that would be super, super bullish for gold. Yeah, so in a holding pattern, can't tell you I'm on 50-50 on the fence for that. Cool, cool, good. That is gold. I'll do gold to silver ratio quickly. What have we seen? Now, gee, what do you know? We've found so far on the monthly time frame. Yeah, sorry, I'll do the weekly. Yeah, I'll do the daily. I'll stick to the daily. Yesterday we closed at exactly at that resistance right there. So it has remained resistance so far. If we start creeping up here, if this doesn't break down soon, if gold goes up higher than silver, or if gold drops not as far as silver does, then you're going to see this rise. As this goes up, gold is outperforming silver. As this goes down, silver is outperforming gold. For silver stackers only, for silver bulls, silver bugs, you want to see this tank like a stone. You don't want to see this go up like that. If we start creeping up here and we start closing days above here, yeah, okay, it might start to be better to look to be in gold again. Okay, but you know, look, I'm a silver bug. I've got mainly all silver. I have a little bit of gold, a little bit of platinum, and I'm talking just a little bit, right? Let's hopefully see that remain as resistance, break back down, maybe test as support, and then do that. Yes, please. That would be great for silver holders, okay? I'm not saying this is going to happen, but that would be the absolute perfect scenario for silver holders where it does something like that. I mean, straight down would be perfect, but nothing goes down in a straight line. Something like that would be really good. You break 80.5 again, fantastic. I would say the next time that's broken is go time. Okay, I just said watch out around here. You just got to remain below here. You got to remain closing multiple days below 80.5. That would signal really good news for silver against gold. We've seen that move. Okay, let's do that. That is the gold to silver ratio. Lucy, screw you, bro. Screw you. Lucy's done it to me again. I should have kicked her in the proverbials in 2006 in anticipation of doing this to me with platinum. Okay, so platinum is now back into my depressed zone. Depressed zone or getting excited zone? No, I'm in my... Hang on. No, it's in my depressor. Give me 1 second. Horizontal line. Not trend line. Trend line. Why is that gone? No, that's... What's that? Excuse me 1 second. That's that one I don't want. But this is how you know it's all live and I don't pre-prepare anything. It's good, isn't it? There we go. Oh, no. Yeah, no, bad. Bad. That is the... Excuse me. That's the February. And now I just need the thick... yellow line. There we go. Okay, where are we? Oh no, we're in my cautiously excited zone. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. That's cool. So this is my getting excited zone, my excited zone for platinum between here and here. I'm excited, like excited. And I got a little bit too excited a couple of days ago. I'm like, oh, look, it's good. Look like Lucy in the football does it to me every time. We're back below 1,005 and we're in that range. Do not close, preferably below $980, and then we're going to be moving down into my, so I'm cautiously excited here. Okay, hey, let's find support and then break out. That would be great. No lower, please, than the thick yellow line, which goes all the way back to February of 2008. You start closing days and weeks below here again, not great. Okay, that's in my depressed zone for platinum. That would set up the best buy zone to be a potential again. We're not there. Okay, let's have a fake out. That would be lovely. A false breakdown, and then let's kick back up. That would be magnificent for platinum. Thanks. But Lucy's, she's setting it up. She's probably got laces in rather than laces out. That's a cross reference there for movie buffs. And yeah, that's all you really need to know. Don't break 960, 970. Okay, that sets up, if that did, that would set it up potentially for the best buy zone, 900 anywhere down to $700 per platinum ounce. Cool. We're in my cautiously excited area right here. Okay, when we get back up here, if we do, I'll be excited again. That's all you really need to know. And let's, as I said, let's hold preferably 980 would be good. Let's do something like that. Can we do that? Yeah, that'd be good. Cheers. That is platinum. I've done all the rest. Let's do some comments, and then we're going to be talking about reputation. Once again, if you're watching for the very first time, my name is Joe Main. This is Good Morning Stackers, your weekdaily live morning show all about gold, silver, economic news, and sometimes a little bit political, etc. Joe went off script. Yeah, that's right. I will talk about that in a second. And hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family. I have one dislike. Can someone check? Can everyone check that they hit the like button and not the dislike button? Because I usually wouldn't get a dislike. So check there if you could do that for me, because I can see one little one. So I reckon that was maybe a fat finger, unless someone has come in. Oh, maybe the person who, maybe the person who I'm going to be talking about reputation has jumped in and given me a dislike. Probably not. Probably not. So let's do some comments very quickly. Tony Pearson says, I predict it'll touch 56 Australian dollars by the end of the year. Look, if your predictions go as previously predicted, I'm not going to bet against you, mate. Not betting against Tony. Because I did once. I did bet against Tony once, didn't I? And I lost. And she still sent me the silver coin. That's what kind of reputation Tony Pearson has. Okay? She has a great, great reputation. Okay, we'll be talking about reputation in just a second. Hopefully it dips to 48. Yes, I know you would love to see that. Fantastic. Joe is back in the OG room studio. Yeah. We will party regardless at the clown show that is the US election. Total clown show that the US election is, because why? It's not auditable. It's not a thing. You don't really have elections in the US. Sorry for all my US people. You don't really have elections because they're not auditable, right? How would you know if it's fair? You don't. There's no measurement to be done. It's like saying, and I'm parroting someone else here, it's like saying we can accurately measure the temperature of the world, of the earth, with any kind of accuracy. That's not possible. There's too many variables. Or, oh yeah, but there's C things and there's things and then boys and there's this and the thing. Yeah, no, there's too many variables. Things break, you can't accurately measure the temperature of the earth. You cannot accurately say that the US elections would be fair, regardless of who wins, until you go back to paper ballots, same-day voting, ID required, and maybe national holiday in the States so that all of you can go on the one day. Okay, you can all you'll get work off. Cool. No one knows who's going to win. No one knows if it's fair. If Trump wins, was it fair? I don't know. I'll assume it's fair because it's the person that I wanted to win. And I'm sure, Jason, if Kamala wins, then you'll go, yeah, it was fair. I'm sure we'll do that because we all have our confirmation bias, but you can't really tell. Let's see. Good morning. All right, we've got a few more comments, and then I will get to my reputation talk. Des Great says, expecting wild moves in most risk assets next week will be fun. Wild depends in which way. I would, in risk assets, I would like the risk assets to go that way, please. It's going to be a wild ride in the next 12 months. Yeah, very likely. I love wild rice. Oh my God. Is this what this chat's gotten down to? Imagine the two scenarios. Trump wins, Putin will be happy. If Kamala wins, oh my Lord. Let's see. Now you're talking about Biden went off script and inferred 60% of America are garbage. That's what he said. And the others are saying, no, he didn't say that there was an apostrophe at the end. So he's talking about this. No, that's what he said. Break over. Have a great break. Have a great working day. Last comments, and then I'm going to talk about reputation. I'll have to rewind later and see who you're referring to. I'm not a Kamala fan, so don't care. My apologies, Jason. I shouldn't put words in your mouth. I will take that on the chin. That's my apologies, mate. So true, Pete, because Pete said something and something and something. All right, people. Let's talk about reputation and how it is everything. If you own a business, if you live in the world, you know reputation's everything. We all know this. And look, everybody makes mistakes. And of course, right? I've made many of mistakes in my life. You've made them. We've all made them. But we all generally understand reputation means everything. Reputation, if we're talking in the bullion industry, reputation as a bullion dealer. Okay? As I said before, Tony has an amazing reputation. She is above board, right? Great person to trade with and all that stuff. Very fair and all that kind of stuff, right? I believe I'm quite fair when I've worked for bullion dealers, Goldstackers, Bullion Now, Ainslie Bullion. Ainslie Bullion, though, I worked just in social media only. Bullion Now, I was serving customers and social media, and then I moved to just social media at one point, although I served customers every now and then because it might be people I remembered or it might be like overflow, so I had to, I just came out and helped. But Goldstackers, I was pure, service. So Goldstackers had a great reputation. Bullion Now has a great reputation. All this reputation stuff is important. All that. And other bullion dealers have good, and there are some bullion dealers that have bad reputations. But also on a pure buying, trading, buy, swap, and sell side, you might deal with individuals that have great reputations, and you might deal with people that either don't have if you don't have a great reputation, you're not going to get bought from, you're not going to be able to sell to people. So I'm going to share a little thing. And first off, I can't read minds, so I don't know whether this could be true. My spidey senses tell me it's not. And so I'll quickly tell the thing. If you're not a follower on Gold and Silver Stackers Australia forum, I posted some silver for sale. Somebody sent me a private message. I'm not going to name names and all that sort of stuff. Somebody sent me a private message saying, I'll take all, I'll talk about it. And I'm going to read the messages, okay? I won't show you the messages, but I will read them just so you know the back and forth, okay? I think that's important to know, but I'm definitely not going to mention names or anything like that. Cool. So the person sent me a message saying, instantly asking, could you do X amount with postage? So I posted something for, I want this amount. And then the person said, can you do that amount but with postage? And then I said, maybe, depends on postage cost. What's the postcode? They said, hi, mate, thanks for considering. Postcode, suburb, state is the receiving address. And then I said, yeah, can do, mate. So that means I will do it for that price, plus I will pay for the shipping myself, right? So not the price plus shipping, I'm giving them free shipping as well. So they've asked for free shipping. I said, yeah, okay, free shipping, no worries. I said, package should weigh under 5 kilos, so should be no worries to do, like free shipping, because it doesn't cost that much, even express, right? Then I get a thumbs up. Then I ask, assuming happy to pay via bank transfer, and then I get a thumbs up on that comment. 2 thumbs up. Then I get a message from them saying, send me your info. Then I say, lovely, here you go. I send them my bank details, give them a reference thing to use. They thumbs up that comment, right? Then they say, just having dinner, we'll sort shortly. And then I say, no stress, mate. And I say, heads up, won't likely be able to post tomorrow. I'm doing gigs, performing all weekend, so I do it on Monday. They thumbs up that comment. Okay, they reply. I then accidentally sent a message to them that I meant to send to my partner. So I just quickly unsent that message. It said something like, I don't remember what it was. Anyway, now, so that was the end of those messages. At 4:01, this was last night. This all happened yesterday. At 4:01 this morning, I got woken up by kids at about 5 a.m., 5:30 or something. Kids started waking me up, 5:50 or something. I check my messages, get a message from old mate. At 4:01 a.m. says, sorry mate, I'm going to have to pass. Can't get the funds for it passed. Can't get the funds for it passed. They mean PASS. ED or so, or yeah, whatever. So, sorry mate, I'm going to have to pass. Can't get the funds for it passed. So they backed out. I happened to reply. Well, I just replied a bunch of things. I said, not good cricket. You do this at 4 a.m. And what happened, right? So I immediately check what did spot price do overnight? Oh, gee, what did spot price do? It happened to coincidentally go all the way down to $32.50. Oh, funny that. And I get a message at 4 a.m. Okay, so I said, you do this at 4 a.m. because spot dropped, bad form. And I said, not good cricket. Now, they've replied and said, no, because that's what time I go to work. Sorry. Tried to get the money and couldn't. Shouldn't jump to conclusions, mate. Saying I shouldn't jump to conclusions. I've been in this business a long time, and I have working for major bullion dealers, and we'll get this where someone would order on the weekend and then spot opens or whatever, and then there's a big drop, and then they just send us an email saying, oh, can I cancel I'm going to cancel my order. We're like, no, that's not how it works, man. So we have people in the bullion industry trying to back out all the time. Now, in the bullion industry, you've got that extra thing of market loss policies and, terms and conditions on websites and all that kind of stuff. The fact that bullion dealers have to hedge. Okay, but so when we're trading privately with someone, you don't have all that stuff. You can't say, okay, my cancellation fee is $50, right? It's just, okay, thanks. So based on all of that, on the reading of all the stuff, they were very committed to purchasing. They said they will sort out after dinner, assuming that means they have payment, right? Now, at 4 a.m. now, look, people wake up at 4 a.m. to go to work. Absolutely understand, okay? But this is how I imagined it going down. Alarm goes off at 4 a.m. What do you do when your alarm goes off as a stacker? I shouldn't do it, but I still do it. As soon as I wake up, phone, check the price. Okay, what did silver do overnight? This person's done the same thing. Their alarm's gone off at 4 a.m. They've checked the silver price. Oh shit, right down. At 4:01, 1 minute later, I get a sorry, couldn't get the payment passed, whatever that means. No explanation of it. This is the thing. I tried to do this. If it was more truthful, it'd be, well, here's the reason because of blah, blah, blah. And actually they could be lying, but you would expect to have more detail. Really sorry. Nothing like, look, I wouldn't normally do this. I'm normally a good stacker. I've been stacking for years. I'm really sorry to this. I don't want to have a bad reputation. If you wouldn't mind, could you please let me back out? That'd be great. None of that. It's just, sorry, mate, I'm going to have to pass. Can't get the funds passed for it. Yeah, okay. And that's pretty much it. So hasn't responded to my other comments. I said, it's clear to me, can't read minds, but, who confirms to buy something when they don't have access to the money yet? Who confirms to buy something when they don't know they can get the money for it? You should have the money in your account already. What is it that's happening where you can't get the money? That makes no sense to me. My spidey senses, pretty good ones, tell me it's just a clear back out. Now, understand, I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I will, if there's some way to prove it, I will apologize to the nth degree to this person. I will do it publicly, and I will restore their wonderful name, okay? Don't think that's the case. Cool? So here's the deal. That is what reputation is all about. Here's the problem. Now, this person may have, if this is true, and they've backed out it, which I think it is, they've done themselves a disservice because maybe they're waiting. Well, number one, what happens if spot just breaks up from here? What happens if it goes back to the price where it originally was when I put this stuff up for offer? Okay, they can't now come back to me and say, oh, I've got the funds now, I can buy it again. No, you're gone. You're gone. And now, because they posted, here's what they did on the one of the forums. They did a reference check for me. So they posted on this forum. They said, anyone dealt with Joe Main before? And then you just got a whole bunch of comments of going, Joe Main, yeah, all good. Goldstackers, Bullion Now, Ainslie, this, good morning stackers, all got, positive stuff. And then he replied saying, oh yeah, cool, thanks for letting me know, just checking. And then backs out of the deal? Yeah, no. So now this person, and my understanding is they've actually been suspended from that forum for a week, just as a bit of a warning, don't back out on stuff again. When they come back, people are going to know the person's name. They are very likely to not want to purchase or not want to buy from them or not want to sell to them later on down the track because the person has a history of backing out. This is the problem with reputation, okay? You need to have and keep and maintain a good reputation, okay? So I'm just giving you out there as a private dealer, as a private person buying and selling on forums anywhere around the world, stick to your word and don't do the thing where you back out, okay? It doesn't look good. It's not good for anyone. And more importantly, it's not good for you and your reputation. So everyone here, though, has an amazing reputation because you are part of the GMS family. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family. And of course, what I really want you to do, people, and it's so worth it. It is so worth it. Did I just do that by accident? No, I don't think so. Shit, no, hope not. Let's see. What you want to do is head over to goodmorningstackers.locals.com/support. Okay, I'm going to show you that right here. Let me show you the ticker, show you the address. goodmorningstackers.locals.com/support to get access to the private membership program, exclusive content. Just like I showed you, I'm just uploading stuff now. There's a lot of stuff to come because we're in the present. I'll be presently uploading content, talking about all manner of stuff that you heard. And the crazy, ridiculous discounts from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. If there's a discount to be had, you will always get the discount, even if you're buying one. You start at the lower tier immediately, okay? And those savings can add up really, really quickly, seeing as though Perth Bullion Exchange, basically some of the cheapest bullion that you can get in Australia. They're always aimed to be in the top 3 at least, plus you get free shipping as well when you buy over a certain amount. Plus my discount, come on. If you don't think that is worth $10 US per month, so that's 180 Australian dollars a year at current exchange rates. You are going to save so much more than 180 Australian dollars. Plus, you're getting all the content and all that stuff too. Plus, the community of like-minded stackers where you can come 24/7 and just talk amongst yourselves. You don't have to wait for the live show every morning. You can just create and cultivate this community. And you are welcome to do buy, swaps, and sells in my community as well. So Tony, for example, you're welcome to post things for sale. Anyone's welcome to post things as well. You can do that too. I'm happy to do that. And I will remain the admin, and reputation is very key, okay? So how do you do this? Number one, you head over here, but you must be a subscriber to the YouTube channel as well. I am putting that little caveat in. So if you want to join the GMS private membership to get all those benefits, you must be a subscriber to the YouTube channel too, okay? That makes sense because I want to boost the YouTube channel public too. Cool, final comments and we'll get out of here. No time for a chart request. I got stuff to do. If you live in Melbourne, I will be playing in Narre tonight with the U2 and In Excess, Stuck in a Moment, the U2 and In Excess story. I'm a Bono and a U2 tribute band. There are tickets available, not a whole bunch left, but you can get some. The place is called Bunjil Place, B-U-N-J-I-L, B-U-N-J-I-L Place, Bunjil Place Theatre in Narre in Victoria. Come and see me play. Now, comments. Tony Peterson says, that is poor form. Having said that, I allow a change of mind policy. Oh, interesting. Okay. But that is just me. Yeah, I don't. Fair enough. And what a great reputation you have, Tony. You allow a change of mind policy. Fair enough. I don't. And particularly when, and maybe I should, and maybe that's something I'll think about doing later on down the track. I don't. I just don't think it's good form. Particularly the way this whole thing was worded and all that is just not good cricket. Maybe, but also, geez, it was bloody lucky. The reason I was about to purchase some stuff with those proceeds, and I almost pre-purchased because payment wouldn't have to have been made for maybe a day or two. It wasn't instant payment, so I was going to pre-order something with that whole bunch of money. And I literally woke up in the morning. I checked this morning. I woke up and was like, "What's blah blah blah?" And I almost went, but then then I checked my messages first. Lucky I bloody didn't, because I would have locked in buying something and then got stiffed on the payment. Yeah. Let's see. First thing I do is check if it's going to be a good day based on spot price. Fair enough. Let's get some final comments, etc. Then we shall get out of here. Let's see. Prepaid tip. Always use prepaid satchels to the Northern Territory. Ooh, there you go. Jason Ashworth says, "Hey Joe, you buy and sell a lot. Some customers can be very frustrating, and some customers are amazing." Absolutely. Just have to cut the loss and move on. Yep. I just wanted to talk about reputation. It's very, very important for those new stackers out there. Okay, this is not for the basic, not the basic, the general GMS family. You're wonderful, have great reputations. But for the new subscribers and the new stackers, of which there will be some watching this show, just don't back out of stuff. Let's see. Who buys anything without knowing where the money is coming from? Bingo. Jason Ashworth. Yeah, no, that bridge is burned. Yep. If he deals like that, he won't be trusted in the community. Exactly. Any plans to come back to WA soon with the band? Yes, but it's not until next year. We've rebooked the Rosemount Hotel, and it's not until like second half of next year, I think. So we just did a 400. We sold out almost sold out. It's kind of sell out 400 plus at the Rosemount Hotel in Perth. What a great venue! And then we'll be back there next year. Based on that, they instantly booked us for next year. So it was a great time. I have become Facebook friends with many of my longtime customers. Exactly. You have a great reputation. That's it, people. I gotta go. This has been Good Morning Stackers for Friday, the end of the week, people. Can you believe it? Friday, the 1st of November, end of the week. Hang on. End of the week, 1st of the month. End of the week, 1st of the month. End of the week, 1st of the month. Laces in, laces out. I had my coffee this morning. Can you tell? And I haven't eaten. I've been fasting, so that's why the energy's up. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get out of here. The final thing we do, of course, is we dance it out. Get your beverage ready. And, of course, I will say have a fantastic week and all that sort of stuff. We'll see you on Monday. If something happens in the price, I will let you know. I might do an update tomorrow. Sometimes I do sneaky weekend updates. These sneaky weekend updates probably now going to go on the private channel only. Okay, I'm going to give you incentive to move to subscribe to the channel. So a lot of these extra little things, they're going to go on the private channel only. Okay, so head over to the goodmorningstackers.locals.com/support. Okay, head over there, join the private GMS family, and we'll have an even better time than we have here, which is bloody amazing in the first place, including dancing it out at the end, because, ladies and gentlemen, this has been...
Oh yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, Stackers. It's podcast time.
All right, grab it.
Grab a tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove.
Let's do that.
Synchronised slurp.
In
Now
3,
we're on the
2,
move.
1. Slurp it, baby.
Good morning, Stackers.
Oh yeah, we're feeling
Woo-wee! Have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay informed, keep stacking. See you Monday.